Oh damn! Can you see? Can you see the?
Oh, you can see right there what everybody's looking at on there. So,
oh, I don't want to. I don't want that. I'm gonna do this one like this. Hold on.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this
just
like
waiting
this.
for Gary to get everything set up, guys.
Yeah, it's been the story of the day. Oh, my glasses.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Leave spectacles.
I look. Do I look educated?
So Gary.
Yes, sir.
We didn't go over everything yet, but so that's your camera right there. Look at your camera.
Okay,
right there.
what's good?
Right. This is my camera right here. What's going on, everybody?
This is the two shot. Yeah. And this right here on my live right here is right here. I ain't got y'all got to see the technology going on with this cat right here. Golly, I barely can use my phone. He's like, yo, bro, what's going on?
You got the flip option though. You got the flip. You can flip.
Oh, see, he's been teaching me all day.
Hold on, let me flip it back. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Yes, sir.
So let's wait for some people to join in. 12 people on my live stream right now. As you guys are coming in, please hit the thumbs up button so more people can get to know that Gary and I are live. Gary, first of all, I just want to say thank you for coming to the studio and hanging out with me today, man.
Thank you for having me, man. We did it. We just shot a really great video, our first like collab. I think it's going to be great. We had an issue with the sound, but I'm gonna fix that in post. Hey, Gary. What's up, Joe? Hey, Gary, put up the shoes and let it go. Yeah. How you doing? Thank you. What's up, guys? Rachiva. Yeah, when you come in, give a shout out and say where you from.
Hello.
But yeah, thank you.
Of course, man, no problem. So, Gary, we're going to do an interesting talk today, guys. And we're going to talk about the state of the influencers and relative to garment decorating, guys. So,
B-Mace, what's good? I'm sorry. Somebody just hit me up.
It's all good. If you guys have any questions or any concerns or comments that you want to leave in the comment section, just go ahead and leave them and we can address them as they come up. But Gary, I want to know your opinion on a few things.
Yes,
because
sir.
You know you've been doing this for a little bit longer than me now. What do you think about the industry now, the garment decorating industry, relative to opportunity and content creators? First, let's say opportunity relative to if you are somebody that wants to get in the garment decorating industry right now and you want to start making shirts from home. Or start not just shirts. We always say making shirts, not just shirts. If you want to start garment decorating, do you think that there's a large opportunity? Do you think that it's something that people should consider, or is it oversaturated? What do you think?
Okay. First of all, to the two people who just shouted you out, because me and A-Dubb's got two lives going on at the same time. We got one right here and one right here, and that's my camera right there. It's like 8 cameras going on at the same time. Sure. I think that it is. Hold on, let me raise this up a little bit. I think first of all, I think the state of garment creation in general is fantastic. I think that there's so many ways for people to right now start a t-shirt business at home. When I first started, the only thing you can't see it, but it was the screen printing and finding the screen printer. So all these things that you can buy is great. In terms of influencers, I think that the more the merrier. There are a lot. When I first started, there was only like 2 of us, and in the t-shirt and decorating, and I think the more the merrier. I think that what I will say is that if you're gonna do it, make good content and be of service to people and try to teach people. Saturation, I got to tell you, every day I see new people. I wouldn't say, I could say it's saturated, but the cream always rises to the top. And I'm going to say this one thing. I remember I worked at a job and there was a guy, a real cool guy. And it was in the clothing industry, and on his wall he had a plaque that said, "Relax, it's just clothes." So at the end of the day, I mean, we're just making content, and the more the merrier.
Yeah. So I would definitely say that I agree with you. I don't think it's oversaturated. I think what's happening is it depends on the what you're looking for online. So what you're looking for online, what you're searching for, your algorithm is going to feed you. So it might appear that it might be oversaturated to some people, but in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to uh, videos and information that's online, it's probably not. And Gary, I think you and I are in a pretty good spot because we chose the right platform personally.
Yes.
So I'd say if you're a garment decorator and you're starting off, part of being a quality garment decorator and being a quality influencer at that is to put out information that people can understand and grab a hold of. And when a lot of people are choosing to be on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, but with Instagram and TikTok, you can't put out the intricacies that people want to know about how to garment decorate or how to get your vinyl cutter working or how to what's the best transfers you use or whatever, what might have you. So we were fortunate enough to build on the right platform. And I think right now, influencers are building on the wrong platforms and they're not able to grow to the point where they can make a full-time income as an influencer and reap the benefits and make grow like we have, quite frankly. So what's your take on that?
All right. I think that for me, I consider myself, I'm a YouTuber first. I'm a YouTuber, and all the other things are just satellites of my YouTube presence. I think that the other things, they work. There's nothing like the monetization that you can have on YouTube. Nobody even comes close. Those other things work to show who you are, because the TikTok algorithm, like you can start, I don't know if it's still like that, but from what I understand, you could start today and get 100,000 views. So it lets people know where you are. To me, those platforms are great to put up what they call snackable content, get people out there, show people what you can do, and then tell them, hey, for details, go over here to YouTube. Because here's the thing about those things. You just cannot give. Some people don't want details, right? They just want to, it's like a little commercial. It's a commercial for your brand, which is on YouTube. So I say, do it, tell people how to do stuff, have fun with it, but at the end of the day, you want to push them over either to your to your YouTube or to your website or to some whatever monetization platform you got set up.
Okay, now I'm glad you touched on that. So now, when it comes to being an influencer, content creator, and monetizing, you mentioned, there's no better platform to do it on than YouTube, and I'd have to agree with you on that. But right now, with technology changing and increasing, what would you advise somebody to do to make sure that they're maximizing their earning potential if they want to become an influencer or they want to, make this a full-time thing? Not just being an influencer, their business in general, their garment decorating business in general. What are some other things besides being monetized on the YouTube platform you would recommend for people to do?
Okay. I would say to everybody out here, number one is make good content that is of service to people, that helps, that teaches, because that's gonna be the key to everything. And then from there, get a website, your own personal website for your brand. Get something called a pitch deck, which just kind of, once you start to do stuff, it's kind of like a little advertisement for who you are and what you do. And you can monetize via, like he said, the ad platform on YouTube itself. Every company, when you start to reach out to these companies, make sure that they not only may pay you, but send you product, which is a form of payment, and that they have an affiliate program. and you want to put that link in the description box so that when you promote a product and someone says, "Oh, I want to buy it," you get a little something, something. And
Right.
just keep that going. And then when you eventually start to get views and stuff like that, you can charge to make like if someone's got something, glasses with t-shirts on them, charge them. Say, hey, I charge a certain amount to do. So you have sponsorships, affiliates, as well as your ad revenue from YouTube. And once you have that website, there's all type of ways to make money on your own website.
Right.
And sell t-shirts.
Right. How about that?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you touched on the part when you said people using the link and people you posting your link. I think sometimes it seems to me, because sometimes what I'm feeling might not be it, right? I might be getting the wrong vibes, but I think sometimes people that are watching our videos seem to think that we're out here just to get sales or just to get clicks on our links and stuff like that. And I think that's part of the equation. But in the grand scheme of things, I can speak for myself. I really enjoy making videos. I was making videos before I was monetized. I was making videos before I was making a dime off of them, just for the enjoyment of making videos. And then when I found out, oh my gosh, I can get paid to do this, that was like icing on the cake. And then when I found out I could be an affiliate, and a company reached out to me, that was when I just started running with that idea. But I try to stress to people that it is actually a good practice to use your favorite influencers affiliate link, because you were going to pay the same amount for that product anyway, and it doesn't take any money out of their pocket, and it helps the smaller guy kind of like get ahead. But I think sometimes that's looked down on. What do you feel that? Do you feel like people sometimes don't use your link purposely, or look down on the channel because you're asking them to use your link? But actually, in your videos, you don't ask people to use your links that often, right? Doesn't seem like
no. I just kind of say the link is in the description box. I just say it one time, and I kind of show.
I beat it in there. I said it 12 times.
Yeah. I kind of show. Now I show the link, like I edit in to show. Hey, go down here, and I'm gonna start using as we talked earlier. I'm gonna start using
the
QR codes.
Yeah.
But if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. And as for what people think, I try to be politically correct when I do my stuff, but I really don't care. Like I'm not in this. I'm not in a popularity. I don't care what people think. In real life, for the most part, there's exceptions everywhere, but in real life and on YouTube, I don't. Whatever. If you feel that way, then don't buy it or don't click somebody else.
Right. So now. I got
a question for you before you. What were you about to ask? I'm gonna ask at the end.
I was gonna ask you to tell the people some of the companies that you've worked with over the years, and what's the first company that you worked with actually?
First company, Bella Canvas. I think Bella Canvas. Shout out to Bella Canvas.
Wait, that was the first company ever? Gary, you've been making videos for a while. Bella Canvas was the first company you worked with?
First company that I remember actually reaching out to.
Did you reach out to them, or did
No, they reached out to me. They reached out to me.
Bella Canvas was the first company?
I believe Bella Canvas was the first company.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
Wow, that was maybe like 7 years ago. Maybe.
Wow. So you were Gary's working with Bella Canvas when Bella Canvas wasn't even thinking about working with other people.
I think I was one of, I think me and John Santos, I think we were the first people to get like brand deals, period. In this, I think I could be wrong, but I think, me and him were the first. Maybe Cat Spit, but he just does screen print. But I think that me and John were the first ones to get like sponsored. I think I could, if somebody let me know in the comment, I could be wrong, but I think so.
Okay. So go ahead. You said you wanted to ask me.
Oh, I wanted to ask you what made you, because he said something earlier. He said about monetize. When I first started YouTube, right, I wasn't doing T-shirt help desk. I was doing something totally different. I was on YouTube before they even had monetization. You just uploaded videos and that was it.
Same here. I remember when I got my monetization letter in the mail, and I ignored it for a while because I'm like, this is not good. You know, you think that like nothing's ever gonna become bigger. It can't happen to me. But I just ignored it for the longest until I saw it so many times. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll go in there, I'll fill it out, and then they had to deposit the money in your account. Then you had to tell them how much they deposited in your account. It's a whole big thing, and they sent you actually check in the mail. You know, at the beginning of YouTube, right?
Yeah. I was actually on YouTube before, not T-Shirt Help Desk, but I was on YouTube before I got bought by Google. Like I was an early adopter. Yeah. So, my question was, what made you start doing YouTube?
I told the story so many times on the channel, but it's okay because a lot of people don't even know.
But they want to hear.
Right.
They want to hear.
So I started making YouTube videos because I was in my studio actually making music. And I thought it would be cool to have like a music type of show. So I did this thing called In the Basement. In the basement, where I have my music gear set up, my monitors. I'll be making beats and producing different tracks and recording different artists. And that was one of the first few videos that I started doing. And I also wanted to make music videos so people can hear my music. So I started making music videos, shooting music videos, and uploading music videos. And YouTube was the only platform that you can upload a full video for free. So and you know, get a link and send it to people. So I started. Actually, it wasn't even for a link because I wasn't in the links and all that. So this is back in the day. So I was just uploading videos and telling people to go watch my video on my channel and stuff like that. So music, it was all about music. That's why that's how I started on YouTube.
Okay.
Crazy.
And A-Dubb, we finna go to Wallapalooza in a couple of days. They had him sing on stage. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
They had him singing on stage. They didn't have me on stage though. Oh damn! Something in my bad.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I don't know. Like out of everybody, there was.
No, we're not gonna have that conversation. I'm not. No.
Okay.
Keep it going.
I mean, they know.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
They should know. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's going good. We're coming to Fargo in a couple of days. We're gonna have a great time.
Can we touch on that for 1 second?
Not that thing though. Not the drama thing. I don't.
No drama. Okay, no drama at all.
Okay.
I think it was like I don't know. We're just gonna leave it alone. But I definitely don't think it was like a disrespectful type of thing. I think it was more so they're thinking like, hey, let's let the kids get
Yeah. Yeah, but that's it. We're not gonna have that. This ain't that kind of show.
Right.
But go ahead.
All right. So you got anything else you wanna?
Let
me read some comments too.
Oh yeah. I can't. Let me see if anybody's over here.
Okay, so what other companies have you worked with?
Was he talking to me or is he talking to you?
You.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. I work with Omniprint. I work with Omniprint. There's a DTG company. I've worked with Ricoma. I've actually presented at Deco Press. Deco Summit. My bad. I worked with, of course, with Heat Transfer Warehouse. Shout out to Heat Transfer Warehouse. All American Print Supply.
Some digital companies as well. Digital companies.
Oh my God. Oh man. Brand Crowd. Shout out to Brand Crowd. Design Crowd. Shopify.
There's a new company you're working with right now.
Kittle. I'm working with Kittle. They're a German company. Good people. Placeit.net. I work with them, which is Envato, the company Envato, Australian company. So many, man. I hope that's enough. Whoever was asking.
How did these relationships start? Did you reach out to the company or did the company reach out to you? And what was their approach like? And how did you know it was legit?
Good. Okay. Good. Oh, by the way, anybody that's an influencer, right? Good. Before I even answer that question, there are people who are sending out like brand request, but they're fake. And if you click on the link, it will go in. It can go. It's a virus, and it can go in and take over your YouTube.
Yep.
So if you heard about that too?
I didn't hear about it, but I've like I deal with a lot of weird stuff over the years with the internet and like viruses and
Yes.
and I'm smarter than that. Like I it all started off with what's that selling platform called Craigslist, sketchy Craigslist.
Yes.
Where I had something weird where somebody told me to, hey, yeah, just I want to make sure it's you before we, make this transaction or before I agree to meet up. And just tell me, I'm going to text you a message real fast. Just tell me the numbers that's in the message so I can verify that your number's real or whatever.
Oh my God.
So what they did, I'll tell you guys what they did so you can never fall for it. So in the platform, once they have my phone number, they can go ahead, or my email. It might have been my I emailed you. Yeah, it was my email. So you can click forgot password, and they'll email you a temporary password, and they'll say something like, "Hey, tell me that thing that I just sent you," and then like it'll go cling, and you'll think it's from them, and then something like that. But next thing you know, I fell for it once. I was a lot younger. So I got the thing, I gave it to him. Next thing I know, I'm getting all these alerts that my passwords are changing.
Wow.
And at the time, I was starting to grow my YouTube channel. And so I was like paranoid. But the person on the other end didn't know I was a YouTuber. They just thought that I was somebody on Craigslist. They just wanted access to my information, whatever they wanted. I instantly went on there and started. I realized what happened. As soon as it happened, I instantly started changing all the passwords, and then after that, I canceled my Google Voice because I had gave them a Google Voice number, and I canceled my Google Voice. And once you cancel your Google Voice, you can't have one for like a year or two, something like that. But
doesn't matter.
Listen, after that was my eye-opening experience with fraud and theft and how evil. There are people that literally do this all day, every day. And you got to be really, really careful, guys. You got to be really careful.
And they're going after YouTube. So if you get any emails, when you get the email, make sure that it's a company email. I mean, even then they got phishing and stuff like that. But make sure to if it says something like, we're working with a such and such company, look at the email address it came from and see if the company matches.
Yeah, most companies like A-Dubb Productions at A-Dubb, Allan at adubbproductions.com.
Yes, exactly.
You'll get something from like YouTube, for example. Hey, this is YouTube. The email address that's sending you that should say youtube.com at the end. Like president at youtube.com or something like that. But even if it does, like these guys are getting so tricked, even if it does, don't respond to the email. Go to the actual platform, because the platform actually sends you messages directly that'll pop up when you log into your device.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's crazy out here.
And you asked me a question I totally forgot, because it was about you remember?
No, I forgot. I'm asking so many questions.
Yeah.
You guys remember what question I asked, Gary?
Yeah. But for you, what is your take on like influencers and this? What do you see in general? Where do you see this whole garment decoration t-shirt thing? Where do you see it going in 2020, the rest of 2023 and 2024?
Okay, so what I'm noticing and what I'm seeing and what I'm planning for are like three different things, right? So what I'm noticing is I'm seeing a lot of new faces also, and I think part of the reason why is because people look at people like us and they think that, okay, if they can do it, I can do it, which is right and which is cool, but again, they're choosing the wrong platforms and they're getting involved for the wrong reasons. I think people are trying to gain some type of popularity. I think people themselves don't even know why they're getting into the industry or trying to get into the industry. I can name a few names, but I'm not going to do that. I'm sure you can attest to this, that like you'll see a bunch of videos that are nothing but your videos done by somebody else. And there's nothing wrong with that, I guess, but it at least put your own twist on it. It's like 1 week somebody will be in your comments saying, "Hey, I learned so much from you. Thank you so much."
And the next
And
thing they're
then
doing it.
next month they're doing all your videos that you did. You know what I mean? Like it feels kind of weird. You know what I mean? Especially when they're not somebody that's actually doing the thing for the reason why I told you to do the thing.
Yeah.
My channel, I like to teach you how to supplement or replace your income garment decorating, but they're calling themselves garment decorators, but they're not doing a thing. They're just making content to be popular or something like that. And what's crazy is these people are really getting popular, and it's like, wow, okay, you're making some noise in the industry, but are they really? Because they're not really doing the thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, if it works for you, if it works. But the guy, my man here, if I can't see it, but Garment Creations, shout out. The question was,
Garment Creations in the building.
Yes. Would you? His question to me: would you? Did I reach out? Okay. The question was, do you reach out to companies, and how do you know it's official? Well, we just answered the official part, right? Make sure that the whatever the company is, make sure that the name,
email address,
and don't click on anything until you go back and forth a little bit.
Don't download anything.
Yeah, don't download anything. Don't download anything, and don't click on any
because if
links.
somebody wants to send you something, tell them to attach that thing in the email so that you can see it. Yes. Unless you've communicated with them back and forth a few times, don't download anything. Hey, I sent you my contract, just download it. No.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I was going to say, and if you get back to them and they don't hit you, because they send thousands of these every day. If you send them back and they don't hit you back in a couple of days, just delete the email. It's bogus. Most likely bogus. Now, have I reached out to people? I've only reached out like in the beginning a few times with companies, and I really wanted to make because I really like the product, and they never reached out to me. So I would reach out to them and be like, what's up? And I used to just find an email and trying to find people, but now I use LinkedIn, which is you use LinkedIn?
I do use LinkedIn.
Yeah. Great resource now. If you know a company, you can find out who does like social media. You could just go to click on the company. You can scroll down to see who's there, and you can see who does social media or whatever, and just hit them up.
I haven't used LinkedIn to reach out to a company before, which is a good resource. It's all the presidents live on LinkedIn. That's a professional way of reaching out, but I haven't used it. Interesting. Now, the few companies that I did reach out to personally, they never got back to me.
A lot of them never got the ones that I reached out to.
Right.
A lot of them. That's why I stopped. That's why I don't do it anymore.
Right.
I would say most of the companies that I reached out to never got back to me. So I said, you know what? This is something I learned. Like, I want to get so big that they reach out, and they do. They reach out to us now.
Right. How about that?
Yes, indeed.
Now, my take on that is like if a company that you want to work with, that you reach out to doesn't reach back
to do a bad review. No, I'm just kidding.
Then it might not have been meant to be. It might not have been meant to be. And just the people that you are. So what's meant for you is meant for you, and the people that you are meant to work with will happen in due time if you're consistent enough and if you do what you're supposed to do, right? So I have a question. Do you reach out to the sponsors, or did they first? They actually, as of lately, as influencers are becoming more popular, more of a thing, companies reach out to us. Am I right, Gary?
Yes.
Companies reach out to us. And the reason why, and you can chime in on this too, I'll just give my reason. The reason why is because traditionally in this industry, if you were a company, small company or large company, you would open up your company, you would get a higher production team to make a commercial for your company.
Yes.
And then you would take that commercial, and how much would that commercial cost? Maybe like $30,000, one-time payment of $30,000 for one commercial. Then you take that commercial, then you go to advertisers or a television network, because there was no Google where you can upload your video to Google and they'll distribute it for you. And you would pay to get that commercial put on television, which was a whole astronomical price, right? But now with technology to advance, and you got people like us that make videos showing products and you know, people like me that enjoy doing it, they figure, I can spend less than a fraction of the cost and I can get possibly an infinite amount of commercials made for peanuts. Pennies. So when we ask you to use our affiliate link, the kickback that we're getting is so minute to how much money the companies are making from the content that we put out on a day-to-day basis. Now, put it like this. I just told you, traditionally, let's say it was smaller. Let's say a company would reach out to a production company and they would get a commercial made for $10,000 or even $5,000. That's one commercial, right?
Shown one time and they have to pay to show it every time.
Right. So influencers that are getting into the industry, understand your worth. Understand your worth. Don't undercut yourself. Don't sell yourself short, because you'll be doing the new influencers a disservice and the whole industry in general. So like, people see the products that we get sometimes, like the heat presses, and you know, and they're like, oh my gosh, you got a free heat press. Like I said, that is nothing compared to what they're getting in return. They're getting commercials, right? That they would have to pay thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars, and they're getting your eyeballs. They're getting your eyeballs. And they're getting exposure to my audience, your audience, and everybody else. They're getting so many different things for at a fraction of what they used to pay.
Yes, absolutely. And first of all, I want to also say shout out to Demps Designs. She's up in the house.
Yep, Demps over here too. Yep.
And here's the deal: when it comes to that, they get us for it's a whole new thing now. It's called influencer marketing, right? They, you know, it's back and forth. They use us, we use them. It is what it is. But you know, it's something I've noticed, right? Is that, and a lot of times people will be like, oh, this is not sponsored. I've said it. I think I've said it once. Oh, this is not sponsored, or they'll point to the, you know, hey, you know, if you buy it, you know, it doesn't cost you anything or stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, I just put the link down there, man.
Right.
Whatever you buy, you buy it. You don't. Right. I'm not. There's no qualifiers for me. If you buy it, you buy it. You don't. The reason why is because if you're watching us and we're talking about something and you like it, it's going to help you. It's not like we advertise cars or we advertise cell phones. It's like everything that we do has to do with something
that's going to help.
That's going to help.
Right.
That's going to help you. So, like, what's the big deal? I do have a disclaimer in my description box, but that's it. I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to be like, this wasn't sponsored. What if it was? It doesn't matter, because I'm not pushing anything that I think is going to hurt anybody or is bad. I don't push bad products. So, you know, and if you don't want it, don't buy it. What's the big deal?
I try to choose my affiliate partnerships strategically and wisely, and sometimes I might, you know, slip up a little bit, but what I always do, and I'm quite sure my audience can attest to this, is I always put out the best information that I can, and I'm always honest about the information that I put out, so that people know exactly what to expect when they get a specific product, right? So that's very, very important. And I always make sure I spend time, and after I spend time with that equipment, I do update videos, showing, you know, and I show the intricacies, and I try to repeatedly do it so that by the time you make your purchase, you almost feel like
you got it.
You got it down packed already. So.
And I want to say shout out to this guy. Is a machine. I'm in his space. It's beautiful. This guy's he puts out. So I wish he puts out, for every one video I put out, he puts out about 20. I don't even know his guys are
used to
magic man. I got a couple of questions here on my feed, if you don't mind.
Yep.
So okay, what's good? Hey Brown, what's good? Okay, so someone asked Jolis Tees, which goes back to what I just said. How do you keep coming up? How do you keep up with posting content on your platforms? Can
I touch on that?
Yes, yeah, please.
Okay, so that's a good question, And that's exactly why people are choosing the platforms that they are, because it's easier to post a 1-minute video than it is to shoot, edit, and and put in all the bells and whistles for a high quality production video. It's people are going for that instant gratification, that, oh, I want to be popular. I don't even think, like I said, half the time I don't even think they know why they're doing it. They're just doing it because they want to become popular. I don't know what their motives are. And you can see the people that are doing it and they don't even know, right? But I always say that the people will be weeded out when it comes to video stamina. Most people, and I tell my son this, most people don't have the video stamina to grow enough to the level where they can reap the benefits, right?
Yeah.
And I say video stamina because it takes stamina, discipline, and dedication to grow a YouTube channel.
Man.
Right?
I'm doing a video right now and it's taking me, I'm slow. I'm not Superman like him. So this video right now, and I edited it, that took me like 2 days, not straight all day, but just, coming back.
Yeah.
And I had to re-edit it. I was doing that all day. So it's like 3 days total. Just
I know,
editing, not even
what
shooting.
Part of your problem is, though.
What?
Part of your problem is that,
Please.
Gary, you've been
He sees our scatterbrain. He sees our scatterbrain.
No, that's not part of your problem. Your problem is that you've been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
So it's not something that's like, oh, great, I can't wait to make this video anymore.
No.
Back in the day, you could probably sit and you can edit a video in one day, right?
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Plus the process is
But now it's different. It went from to right, because why I know, because the same thing happened.
Yeah.
So when you ingest your footage and you're looking at all those clips, you're like, oh my god, Jesus.
Man, I gotta
y'all,
show you.
y'all don't know what goes into making this stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's like easy, like doing a live is one thing, and even this live right here, I got 1, 2, 3 cameras set up, and I got a bunch of other devices that cost thousands of dollars. Why? Because I enjoy making stuff like this, and I enjoy doing stuff like this. And the average person that just jumps in the industry is not going to even probably want to get all this equipment because I don't know why they're doing it. In the comments down below, why do you think most people are even getting into the industry? Is it because of popularity? Is it because they're trying to make money? Is it because of it's the easiest thing, something they think is easy to do? What do you think?
First of all, to anyone who's doing this, these demonstrative videos that we do, there's so many other things that you can do with it. These are not. Can you attest to that? These videos are not easy. I can attest
to the fact that 1, they're not easy, and 2, even though YouTube is a good platform, is one of the greatest platforms for monetizing your content. The greatest platform to monetize it, aside from having your own website, you can pick a niche that pays out a whole lot more than this niche does. And this niche actually, as of recently, last year or two,
it's going down, right?
It's going down. Yeah. The earning potential for this specific niche is drastically went down.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that some of the people, if they want to get into this and they see somebody that they like, and you just because there's other things that I had a YouTube on. I had a political YouTube. I had a tattooing YouTube.
What?
I had a cooking channel.
What?
Yeah.
Gary got to cooking.
Yes, on the 1s and 2s. Oh man, I was cooking all type of stuff. And this one is the one that took off. So, and when I did this, really nobody else was doing it. Well, nobody else was doing it. So, if they like it, people just gravitate to things, for whatever reason, and but they're gonna see. There's these videos are, they're not easy. You got to do different shots. You got to explain to people what you're doing.
You got to be good at explaining
things.
things.
Man, this is no joke, man. This is no joke.
So what I will say is that I'm glad that and I'm gonna say that this industry chose me because I didn't say or I didn't look at a Gary because I did see your videos, by the way. I didn't look at a Gary and say, oh, I'm gonna try to do this because he's doing it. I did you know I got into garment decorating by accident?
No.
So my mom came home one day and asked me to get some shirts made for my uncle, for her brother. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, rather than to get the shirts made, why don't we go half on a silhouette cameo? Because that's what I'm selling on Amazon. We went half on a silhouette cameo. And when I opened it up, it came with no instructions. So
you had to go to YouTube and figure it out?
No.
Or you just figured it out on your own?
No. I had already had an idea of how to use it from watching YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. That's why I knew the cameo existed, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's what I said. Let's go half on the cameo. We went half on the cameo, and I thought it would have some instructions, but it didn't have any instructions.
Wow.
There's no like pamphlet. I think there's like a barcode or something in the comments. Does the cameo come with instructions? And that's like you said before. The more unprepared companies are, the larger the opportunity is for us, right?
Yes.
I started making videos on how to use it, and I started explaining it in ways that the videos that I saw were not explaining it, because I always try to make my stuff in what would I want to know, and I would want to know the specifics, and I would want it to be idiot proof, as I call it, right? So I make it in a way where you gotta be an idiot to mess this up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
very detailed, man. This guy's very detailed.
I appreciate that, man. So yeah, that's why I started getting it. That's how I got into it. It was an accident, and one video led to another video, and then I said, you know what? I want to do this. I knew this thing called embroidery when I was younger, and I used to go into stores, and I used to perceive this thing as having such high value, and I could never afford anything like that. So I'm like, how are these people doing this? And then I started looking into it, and I found a single needle.
So yeah, take me through that. When did you buy your first? And you got to see this around. It's crazy. When did you buy your first embroidery machine? Like, what made you? And was it easy? Because I'm terrified. I ain't rocking with no embroidery. That's not my thing.
I mean, I bought my first embroidery machine, I'd say maybe a year or two after I bought my cameo.
Wow.
And you know, at the time, not a lot of people were doing embroidery at all. And the single needle, the Brother SE600, there's one right behind us right there. And I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I own about 8 of these machines, the Brother SE600s. And I plan on doing classes in here. I don't, you know, I planned on doing classes. I don't know if I'm going to do that. You know, it's kind of old news, but I might. I don't know. But and there's another thing. You know, Brother was one of the companies I reached out to and never got back to me. But it's okay. And I can honestly say that out of everybody online to this day, I still believe that I have more videos on the Brother SE600 than anybody on YouTube.
And they know who you are.
Even the company. Even the company.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I promise you.
And they know who you are.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so I decided to buy one when I found out about it, and lo and behold, that machine didn't come with any instructions either. And I would say for me, because I was interested in it, it was kind of like a medium difficulty. It was kind of difficult, but it wasn't as difficult because I was eager to learn, right? So I thought, like many people, that you could just buy the machine and you could just get a picture of something, a PNG or something, put it on a flash drive, plug it in the side, and the machine would figure it out and make the image, right? That's what I thought. That's what a lot of people thought, right? But no. Then I learned, like, how come my images aren't popping up on the screen?
So hold on. When you got your embroidery machine, it didn't have any instructions?
No.
Did the website say, did they send you like a video or something and say this is how you use it?
It was so long ago. I'm not really sure.
That's crazy.
Guys, Brother SE600, does that come with any type of instructions? You want to know why I think I'm pretty sure that it doesn't? Because one, I didn't find any, and but no, it doesn't have any instructions at all.
So how'd you figure it out? Now I'm hella curious. Yeah.
Okay, so YouTube, and how did I figure it out?
Wow.
Okay, so it was YouTube, but a lot of the things that I learned about the machine were just hands-on, because YouTube didn't show me that why my automatic threader is not working anymore. You got to have the needle in the uppermost position. YouTube didn't show me that. YouTube didn't show me why I was getting bird nesting. I learned that trial and error. YouTube didn't show me why the white thread was showing up at the top. YouTube didn't show me that. YouTube didn't show me how to use my bobbin winder. I just kind of looked at the old machine and found out through my mom how to use that, and figured out, okay, well, this looks the same, and just kind of figured stuff out. And most importantly, YouTube didn't show me any digitizing.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to. When I learned digitizing, I read the instruction manual.
So let me ask you: when you do digitizing,
and it wasn't brother instruction manual, by the way.
And digitizing, by the way, it's like when you take your art, it has to be turned into a certain type of file, if I'm not mistaken, so that the embroidery machine can read it, right?
So the best way for me to explain it is digitizing is when you take your image and you turn it into a format that your embroidery machine understands.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So when you're dealing with embroidery machine, you're dealing with thread. So how many threads should go in this area? When do I move left? When do I move right? When do I go up and down? And what color? And it holds that information. But the machine doesn't care what color is in it, right? It just cares like what direction should I go and how many stitches should I put down at this point or that point.
Got you.
And
Got you. Man. I got a couple of questions more over here, and I think we're going to get out of here soon. We definitely, maybe an hour tops.
T-Town T-shirt says his came. Which machine came with a big book? T-Town T-shirts. Go ahead.
CEO T-shirt. First of all, shout out to Garment Creations. Garment Creations says they bought my stuff and still use it from a long time ago. Thank you so much.
I was talking to you about Garment Creations earlier.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk. We'll talk after.
Okay. Jolis Tees, Taxco, Dimps Designs is up in here. Was up in here. Mr. Q, I believe that's Mr. Q, sir. Thank all his V Mace was up in here. Steals or Deals, Zena Williams in St. Louis. Katrina's Grateful Creations. Shout out to Katrina. Ravici, everybody. Shout out to everybody. And someone asked about exclusive deals. We're going to get into that. And I believe company, have you ever worked with a company and later which you didn't? That's a good question, but I'm not going to answer it. Well, you can answer it though. Have you ever worked with a company and later you didn't? I ain't touching that.
I'm not going to answer that question either. But I don't think so.
I'm going to say yes, but I ain't going to say who.
I don't think I have, because even if I might have had some reasons why I might not or didn't enjoy the situation, if it benefited you, then why would you regret it? You know or if you learned something from it, why would you regret it?
The one thing that I will say, I mean, they say no regrets, but sometimes you learn that some people because at the end of the day, it's all people, that some people at these companies I won't say don't have your best interests at heart, but some of these people at their quid pro quo, something for something. Sometimes some of these people are trying to squeeze and like they're trying to use you and not compensate you.
Right. That's key. That's key.
And it's not just money. Sometimes they just want to I don't know. It's difficult to explain, but that has to do with the type of person that some of these people are. But for the most part, 99.9% of everybody I work with and all the companies have been stellar. I don't have any. Do
you think, even though you said they've been stellar, do you think that they paid you fairly?
Never. No, one company. There's
so they're stellar, but
no, there is a company that I think that were absolutely
Never.
wonderful. Like, but except for that one company, I don't think we're ever truly compensated for what we do.
No,
I don't think
so
we're ever
either. I
truly
don't think so either.
compensated
On the grand scheme of things. When you and the reason why we say that, guys, is because we look at companies from when we start working with them to where they are now, and then we sit and analyze, like, how did they get there?
Yes. Another thing that I want to say to you guys with these companies, right, is that most of these companies are making millions. So anytime you look at us, right, you know, the companies will far exceed any money that we make. These companies are making millions.
100%.
Yeah, like you.
I don't want to.
Go ahead, bro.
I don't want to turn this into a company bashing.
Yeah,
thing.
no, I'm not bashing.
Right,
anybody.
we're not graduating.
Yeah,
because this is how I see it. Right, this is how I see that thing. Even though it's gets to a point where it can seem like it might be unfair, my take on it is I was gonna make this video anyway.
Okay.
So now you mean to tell me that you're gonna pay me to make this video, or you're gonna compensate me for making this video, or more videos like it, because I was gonna do this anyway.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the opportunities, but I want to make other people aware that get into the industry of what they should expect, what they can expect, or even think of ways that they can create a mutually beneficial relationship with a company and make it better than what we have right now. Because ultimately, these deals and these relationships need to get better for, to keep the industry moving forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because right now, what I'm experiencing, and I said this on a video before, is with this new technology, DTF, we are the customer support. There's like, it's almost like the companies getting DTF printers are like, we'll just let them take care of it. Like, and I don't want every product they release to be like that. You know what I mean? Not every company, but some companies, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm hearing these stories with people with different DTF machines, and their experience is like, are you serious?
Yeah,
that's what's happening. Like,
I will say this. I think that the all these companies, well, not all these companies, I will say, because DTF is taking over the industry, and it's new. It's so new.
It's so new. That's what I was saying in some of the videos.
Yeah, you guys, to whoever's listening, you guys need to hire a customer service, customer support department, and it should be a big part of your company, because like a lot of people are not that, they want to get into this, they're not that tech savvy. Someone needs to be able to, and with Zoom and going back and forth is real easy. Have somebody, even if they have to pay, have a real live person, just like we live right now, a real live person sit down, and if they're having a problem, be able to walk them through it. It makes such a difference. And don't send them videos. It's just not good. Set up, even if they have to wait, set up a time where someone can, be on Zoom. They can show the camera what's going on, and walk them through it. I think it's going to help you guys, and it's going to help the most important person, which is the consumer. What do you think?
I think I agree with everything you said, but when you say don't send them videos, we gotta emphasize, don't send them a bad video. Or a video that doesn't have the information. Because if they got us to make the videos before the product was released, you'd probably be happy with the video that you got, right?
Yes.
But don't send me some crappy video with some outdated information that when I press the button, what he has on the screen and what I have on the screen are two different things. I'm like, did you even look at how, his operating system was from 10 years ago? Mine is I'm running Windows whatever right now, and it's just totally disappointing.
Another thing, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Another thing is, if y'all gonna send a video, please have someone not only write, but explain. And I do realize that some of these videos come from other countries. Pay a person that's going to try, like, you don't understand what difference does it make for someone to verbally speak and say, put the screw here,
and show it.
and show it. Like it's so, and like every step that you take, do it step by. Don't just do stuff.
Yeah.
You have to meticulously show. First, do this, set this up, block, and verbally. Even if you have to hire a translator, you know they do it in monster movies. Hire someone
And how
to
you
speak.
How you're saying that right now is exactly how we make our videos.
Exactly, and that's why people rock with us.
I got some questions right here.
Yes, sir.
Somebody asked
somebody right
me
here.
about a printer, DTF printer. Let me see if I can find that question again. Give me
Drew Custom. What is that? Drew Custom Works. Oh, and shout out to everybody over there, over here,
everybody over here.
and everybody over here.
Where is that?
Rashidi, thank you guys for your awesome vids over the years. Ravici, sorry about that. Ravici, thank you for watching.
Okay. I can't find a question, but okay. Just for lack of knowledge, doing YouTube, does it affect YouTubers like yourselves when people get into making videos with wrong intentions? I'd say no. It doesn't affect our videos, but
what was the question?
Just for lack of knowledge, doing YouTube, does it affect YouTubers like yourselves when people get into making videos with the wrong intentions? I would say yes and no. Now that I read that again, yes and no, because when people get into making videos for the wrong intentions, they can sometimes just make a video to make a video and put out the wrong information and put out inaccurate information,
Mm-hmm.
right? So then when people go looking for that information, YouTube is could possibly be no longer where they go to search for that information, because the last few videos they saw were just didn't have the correct information or accurate information, or might have been talking about something totally different, so but if I'm putting out a great video, as that video lives on YouTube, it'll get boosted if it's good information, right? So yes and no. What do you think?
I don't know. Here's the deal. I think there's good videos and there's bad videos. And if you look around just in general, because I consume a lot of content because this is what I do. Most videos, especially explainer videos, demonstrative videos, suck because most people don't know how to explain.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't necessarily know what are the wrong intentions. If you're doing it, you're doing it. The people who are going to win and the people who do it well are going to rise to the top. And the people who are not doing it well, they're not. If you're doing something for the wrong intentions, you're not going to last long. It's something's going to happen, and it's going to be. It's just not going to. For me, for my personal opinion, it's not going to last long. And there's either good videos. That see that plaque up there. He got that because he knows what he's doing. Like, and it's you either do it well or you don't do it. You don't do it that well, and that's it. That's my take on it.
Somebody asked me, would you sell one of those bigger machines, or when will classes start? One of the bigger machines? Absolutely not. I'm not selling them. If you want to buy a Rico, the DTG printer, I got a DTG printer for sale if you want to buy that. And it's not because it doesn't work. It's just that because when you get into DTG, it's just like, this feel is still better on DTG. It's just a lot more labor intensive, and the machine is a lot more labor intensive.
Yes.
And for the videos that you guys have been seeing, and maintenance intensive, right? So to me, DTF is like a quarter of the maintenance as DTG. And I've had my DTGs, the one DTG for a very long time. DTF is like a quarter. Like I don't really do any maintenance on my DTF printer, to be honest. That's why I read comments and I watch videos sometimes. And I'm like, what are they talking about? Like I'm not having this experience. Now I told you guys when I first got the DTF machine that you're gonna experience some turbulence getting it set up.
Yes.
Was I lying?
You wasn't lying. I think I told you that.
Right. Yeah. Because I was ready to tap out.
Yeah. But here's the thing with everybody with DTF. Once you go through that initial, like the first couple of weeks, it's going to be some growing pains. Once you get that, it's smooth sailing. And do a cleaning I learned this the hard way. Do a cleaning every day. A cleaning a day keeps the broke DTF machine away. Do a
Right.
cleaning every day and at least once a week, even if you're just going to store it, at least once or twice a week, just print something.
Right.
Those machines like to be used. Do a cleaning every day
Right.
and print a transfer, throw it in the, powder it, throw it in the oven,
whatever you
right?
got,
And just
yeah.
put it away and just use it another time. The more you use those machines, the better they work.
Now, I had a question about DTF transfers and the holographic transfers. Those are printed with a specific type of DTF printer, not just a regular DTF printer. So I think it was I forgot what the term they use, but fluorescent transfers. Yeah, that's uses a different type of DTF printer, right?
Yeah, well, I think it uses a different type of. There's a totally different type of, because fluorescent ink is different. It's got something in it that makes it fluorescent. So
Yeah.
I think it's a different type of. I think it's a different type
System.
of ink, and they can't.
Commingle, you can't.
Yeah,
interchange
you
it.
can't, like, they're not. The ink is not interchangeable. I think
Right.
you have to have a fluorescent DTG and a regular DTG. They can't. I think I could. I could be wrong.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
And we are on an hour, and I actually got to get out of here
Yeah,
soon.
you got to get out of here. We
But
go.
if you guys have any, who's that? Somebody just hit me up. If you guys have any questions before we get out of here, there, making business about packaging. Also, I would like to make a new business about packaging. Golly, hold on.
Gary, your train is at what time? Let me look.
3:30. Hello, I would like to make a new business about packaging. Also, I need printer to print food plate small.
Somebody
Should I buy Oki brand printer or advise me? What do you think?
So what they want to do? What?
Oh, can you
Plates?
Plates? Yeah. They want to do packaging and food plate. Yeah. That's sublimation, right?
Food plates and packaging. Sublimation, limited, white toner all day.
Yes.
Right. So you can do your plates with your hard surface transfer paper, and you can do different substrates with your white toner transfer printer. Sublimation, you're going to have to buy and sublimate on items that are treated to accept the sublimation ink.
Mm-hmm.
And but so I hope that answered that question. Now somebody asked,
thank you,
to chime in on this. Somebody asked, do you recommend white toner printer?
Okay, great white toner printer. Great question.
Gary, you go first.
White toner printers, it depends on who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a person that don't like maintenance, you're just and you're always out of town, and you just want to go to your machine and work it, white toner printer is the Shields knits. There's zero maintenance, meaning what I just said. There's no clogging of a print head. There's no ink clogs. There's no cleaning it every day. You literally could leave it for a year, come back, and it's just like it's new. Veronica
asked another good question too. Is white toner printer the same as DTF? And I know why you asked that question.
Yeah. So that's number one. If you're a low maintenance person, get a white toner printer. The maintenance, but also I would say that your margin of error on a DTF machine in terms of the product that you get out is far lower. White toner printers are a little bit more finicky. You're going to get a few more, like,
when it comes to getting your transfer.
When it comes to getting the transfer.
Because when you're including the human hand, there's more room for error.
Yes. So I would say that would be the biggest difference. And at this point, especially when you have what he has, because that's what we did a video. The what do you call that?
The roller shaker.
The roller shaker
oven thing. Yeah.
You don't, like, you literally press print and you don't have to touch it until you have a transfer done. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So with a white toner printer, I don't know if they're going to come out with something like that, but you have to be more,
Yeah,
you have to be more. You have to be more hands-on. So it's pros and cons, and also you need to learn. And we talked about this earlier. You need to learn if you're going to white toner. If you don't understand rasterization, don't even bother.
Don't even bother.
Don't even bother.
Now, for you, Veronica, I would say, do I recommend a white toner printer? I'd say absolutely. Absolutely, I would. And I would say white toner and DTF. I know why you asked that question. Are they the same? No, they're not the same. And I know why you're asking that, because the thing is, white toner printers create transfers. A DTF transfer is a transfer. So DTF printers print with ink, right? White toner printers prints with white toner.
Toner, yeah.
And toner is like a powder in the
Yes.
cartridges, right? The powder heats up and it goes, I don't know what the process is, but that's what happens with the white toner, right? So, but they both, at the end of the day, they both produce transfers. So
yes.
companies are marketing their white toner printers as
And they
white
both use
toner
white
transfer
ink.
printer.
Yeah.
So they're not false advertising, because white toners, at the end, you're trying to produce a transfer and you get a transfer out of it. So it is technically a white toner transfer printer, but what comes out is a film that you have to marry and at a certain temperature, and then you have to peel off intricately. And there's a method.
Yes.
You have to get that. Once you get that peeling method down pat, you're good to go. But what I would say about white toner transfer printing is that it's a different style. So when you master rasterization and get all that down pat and really get into white toner, and in order to really get into white toner, you have to get into rasterization.
Yes.
And when you really understand rasterization, white toner is crazy.
It's bananas. It's bananas.
Unbelievably
and no maintenance.
Awesome. No maintenance. And the stuff that you can get out of those white toner transfer printers, that once it's rasterized properly, mind blowing.
And I'm gonna say this in closing. He and I did what was the Garment Ink thing?
Yeah, the white toner conference. White toner conference. And
it blew
my mind.
It blew my mind. And you know what? I think I'm gonna have to come back down here and do some more stuff and do some stuff on rasterization. Like we're gonna do a live rasterization class, because I know it now and I got it down pat. Yeah. But
I've been holding off to learn some more about
the stuff. I'll show you, bro. The stuff that you can do with it is bananas. But here's the thing, and I gotta say this, and then I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about white toner content. If you look around in terms of what we saw, well, not for long, because I'm gonna do it.
Right.
But
so am I.
There's literally almost no real white toner content to show the power of that machine. It's really powerful. Yeah. And I was telling Joe that, like, someone has to put it out. So we are going to put out the power and how good those things are. A lot of people don't like, they think you just get this like plastic print. No.
If you just print the whole image,
yes.
Yeah, but if you knock out the blacks and put this part of the image sideways, you put dots on this part of the image, the feel is like, it had me confused. I'm like, this is really competing with screen print.
Yes.
I'm like,
so it's coming.
I'm shocked. Like,
it's coming. We're gonna do it. Yeah. We're gonna do it. But anyway, guys, I gotta get out of here because I don't want to miss my Triz name.
Yeah, I gotta.
Thank you so much, my brother, for having me.
What you about to do with your shoes and some butter?
Oh, hold on. Oh no, these are just my comfortable shoes. I will put them up. I'm gonna take a large stick of butter. I'm going to adhere it to the bottom soles of my walking utensils, and I'm going to jettison myself out of the vestibule. In other words, I'm going to put some butter on my shoes and slide on out the door. You sliding?
I'm sliding too, man. Let's get this
go.
train, man.
Butter.
I'll see y'all later.
Peace out, y'all.
All right, peace.
Thank you for watching. Thank y'all.